Welcome to the return fucking series of Smithers R motherfucking rated. Hell yeah, why not? Story time, episode 2 motherfucking review, and I'm kicking it off with one of the last ones I did. And believe it or not, if you can still find the very first one I did, and no, it isn't episode 1, it was actually an episode review near the end, around the time, like a couple days before I did episode 1. So if you guys can find it, because it was a hilarious story about a vacuum. Yeah, they'll give you another little hint. The word vacuum is in the title. So if you can find that, and you can find the part where it's at, good luck for you. Good luck. But anyway, Smith's Already Story Time, episode 2. Let's get into it. Okay. I decided to tell you guys about this. Okay, so I wasn't always the best kid. No, fuck that. I used to be a little rotten motherfucker. Oh my god. Like car hopping, you know what that is? Basically stealing from vehicles. Yeah, I was really somewhat into that as a kid, but I didn't know any better. I just sort of did it. Like, oh my god, this car door is open, let's go in. Like with my brother and stuff like that. We didn't really think a big deal of it. And there was this one time back when I used to live in this it was like an apartment little area. Like it was like a small little township kind of area inside the city I live in. And it's not very big, but it has like a little park and post office, and it's a little small little area with basketball courts and stuff like that. A low income place to live. That's where I used to live when I was a little kid, before I got a big ass house. Yo, got a house, shit, why not? But anyway, so I wasn't, like I said before, wasn't always the worst kid, and so me and my brother, we'd go through cars, and this proceeded on to adulthood, which is the second half of the story. But basically, I remember my brother just, he went home, and I was gonna go return this umbrella, cause my mom, of course, where'd you get this? Where'd you get this stuff? So go return it right now. I know you stole it. The old spiel. And I wasn't before then. I didn't really know what was really wrong with stealing. I was just like, yo, my stuff now. I was a pretty arrogant little motherfucker. I was a bad kid. My 6 years old is a bad age. Anyway, so I went to go return the stuff. And earlier on in the day, when we were going through the car, we fucking hit the windows. We we went around all throughout the bitch. We were smashing on the windows with shit, to make sure the alarm wouldn't go off. Like little kid stuff. We didn't want to get caught because, believe it or not, world's dumbest criminal. Right across the street was a police station. Yes. And you can see where it's going. We're going back to return the stuff. There's an officer going, because it's this, in this little township, there's, this giant ass, sort of hotel for old people. Yeah, I know. Anyway. So, me and my brother, we just got done putting the stuff back, and we're, in the parking lot, and we see the cop, and he's looking at us, and I just, nice and softly put my hand on the top of the hood. And because of American engineering, you can literally fuck up windows. You can go all throughout a car, but if you touch the top of a hood when a cop is nearby, the alarm is sure to sound. And so the alarm goes off. This fucking cop looks at us kids, and he just starts taking, just dashes for us. I'm like, what the fuck? And you just see all these cops running up the police station. I was like, oh fuck, shit. So me and my brother ended up getting in trouble. Oh god. Oh my god, I remember that. And then, the first time wasn't enough. No. Because a little bit earlier on, when, I was going through my rebellious phase. This was my ignorant little kid phase, and then when my rebellious phase came up, I was 13, 12, 11, around there. Because I used to have a mustache when I was when I was in 5th grade, legit. I was yeah, look at this shit, niggas. That was the shit. I don't know, it comes back to bite me sometimes. And yes, I did fucking shave. Magic. But anyway. The thing about it is, so it was around 6th grade. And 5th grade summer and 6th grade summer, me and my brother, we hung out a lot. And during these times when we'd hang out, we'd wake up early in the morning around 8 o'clock. And despite contrary belief, between the hours of about 8 o'clock all the way till 6 p.m., we would go through cars. I know I sound really like a bad person. I used to be a badass kid. Like, oh my god, I used to do some dumb shit. And we went through so many. I'm not even joking. Like, oh my god. Like, we were some badass motherfuckers. Oh my god, we were. And then, despite contrary belief, we did this shit a lot. Like maybe like 3 times a week. Over like 6 months, a whole time period, like a whole time period. And during the second summer, because believe it or not, you wouldn't believe how easy it actually is. Like, I don't know what it. Like that's what always got me. Like we used to do the shit in broad daylight, and nobody gave a fuck. But then the one night after, of course, we decided to go out during nighttime. Go get some food, go get some fast food, and I'm like 11, so my mom's somewhat lenient on letting me go out because it wasn't that dark yet, but it got dark by the time we were walking back. And nonetheless, I used to live at that time during the bar district of my town, and believe it or not, that day I just happened to come into possession of a watch per se. Maybe maybe a couple $100,000. Rolex, nigga. Rolex. Somehow I found a Rolex, of course, bad way, and I did some bad shit. Like, yeah. But we're walking through the bar district trying to get home. I got this shiny ass watch on, and you see all these drunk motherfuckers just walking out the bars. In this group of drunk motherfuckers, they just see this watch on. It's like, hey kid, what are you doing out here? And they fucking chase after us. So me and my brother, we're running through like blocks, like legit running through alleyways and shit like that, while these drunk motherfuckers are trying to rob some little kids. Like, I'm like, what the? Well, we weren't necessarily good kids at the time, so I would agree with that. I really would. And so from there, we're running. We go through like three alleyways away. They're like a block behind us. We turn a corner. A beer bottle just goes right past my brother's head and lands in the fucking street. Like no joke. And then, right then and there was a cop car stopped at a red light. He heard the glass bottle break because the windows were down. It was summertime, of course. And he looked at us kids. He was like, you know what? We've been getting a couple calls and you two match the description. I was like, oh, fuck. It was I was a badass kid. So we got called by the police the second time. And that was last time that shit ever happened. And I did get, when I was a little kid, I didn't really get anything. It was like a little slap on the wrist. And then when I was, when I did that shit and got called by the police with, $1,000 watch, like, that's when stuff got a little bit more. Basically, I got off really lucky. And my brother, of course, being my brother, turned the shit on me. He was all his idea. Fuck it. He's still my brother though, so fuck it, why not? I did the same shit to him. Well, I didn't though, that was the thing. I wanted to, but I just couldn't. But apparently, fuck it, why not? Ended up getting like 26 hours of community service. And this is where the story really gets into fruition. See, during this time, when I was doing this fucking community service, because I had to do it for a while. Like, it was like an entire summer. It just also happens that summer, I also happened to, after I did all my, fucking community service magically, I also happened to get in a gasoline explosion and fuck up, like, burn my leg and get, like, second-degree burns. But it was a weird fucking summer. Anyway, that's another story for another day. Anyway, episode 3, be on the lookout. Anyway, the thing about it is, during my time, I used to work at Old Navy. Like, I'd go there and for a couple hours help out around the store. And, oh my God, you wouldn't believe the type of shit that you see when you're working at. Like, I wasn't even really doing it that much, just like a couple hours a day. But you'd go over to like the toy section and shit like that, and there was like ripped open toys and like shit was missing and just ripped up packages on the floor and shit. And you would see people just, while I was working in the back, I'd just peek out here and there, and I'd see motherfuckers sneaking shit in their purses, and I'm like, oh my God, like really? Like you're stealing from the cheapest shit available is at Old Navy. Like, you need some clothes, fucking $1. You niggas don't have $1? Like, but then that's when I met another character in my life. Because this was the last time I ever fucked up with the law and got caught. Last time. Yeah, last time I ever fucked with the law. Mm-mm. After that, I was like, fuck this. But basically, I met this dude in there. And this dude was also doing community service. And I want to say it was a good point in my life. Because this dude apparently got arrested for having steroids. Like legit. Like, dude's juicing up and all that. He was pretty good shape and all that. So I didn't really notice that. I was like, yo, bro, why you do steroids? And I was like, because I was like an interesting little kid. I wanted to know. I liked hearing other people's stories. That's one of the things I really enjoy to this day. Like hearing people's like experiences in life. That's like, yo, why not? But this dude goes on about this his story, and I'm like, damn. And after I heard that shit, that's why I decided never to fuck up with the law again. Got smart, stopped doing dumb shit, and yeah, basically the whole moral of the story is I used to be a badass motherfucking kid. Then out came this steroid dude who was a pretty cool dude nonetheless. But I mean, I don't know. Just looking at him, like, bro, like, why? Like, I don't know. It just changed my perspective. Like, no, fuck this bullshit. Nah, fuck that. And then that was around the time I got into anime. Yeah. So there you go. Story time. That's how I got into anime. I know. Literally the last sentence of the fucking story. That's how I got into anime. There you fucking go. So there's your fucking story time. Dismiss the motherfucking R. Close the fucking book. Peace the fuck out.